Okay everyone, I'm gonna do a video of Toy Blast. So last time just dealing with the OCD. Okay, so yeah, I think it's okay. So I'm gonna get started on this new part of the map. Because last time I finished level 105, so now I seem to be on a nice farm part of the map with cute farm town style barns and Crayola pens and apple trees and cute giant dolls with crops everywhere and nice scenic countryside style bridges like you get in a farm. And of course here we have windmills, colourful windmills, because that's the theme, the main theme of this part of the game, where we'll come across these colourful windmills in the levels, and I'll explain when we get started in the levels. That house kind of reminds me of one of the houses you can buy in Farmtown as well. I don't know if Farmtown's still going on. By the way, I mean, the last time I tried to play, it would never load, I think, for some reason, and yet I've got various Facebook friends who seem to frequent groups where people talk about crops and whatnot on Farmtown, so guess I've got every reason to believe it's still going, but I'm not sure. And isn't that cow cute with a smiley face and yet looking kind of square-like it's maybe made of Lego or something? Anyway, let's get started with level 106, and where am I on this 110th? Not bad, but not great. Yeah, so let's get started. This should be kind of easy, like levels usually are when you start a map section. And as you can see, you've got to match each colour next to the fans, and then once every blade has been coloured respectively to the colour that you see on the edge, then that means they vanish and you've solved that particular fan. And we've got to get rid of two of them, so let's get started. As you can see, that blade went green when I matched two greens next to it, and so that's what we've got to do, yes. And as you can see, it's quite easy right now, but it definitely has the potential to get a lot harder later on. And by the way, it just moved by itself, that for some strange reason. Yeah, these things seem to often happen to me, these little glitches and whatnot. How easy was that? I mean, it was like I almost didn't make any wrong moves because everything was perfectly set out right from the start. By the way, I hope my voice is carrying okay here without I'm slouching backward and all, and the game can be a bit overwhelming and loud at times with the end of level celebrations and whatnot going on. But isn't this background nice as I play the levels? It's interesting that how as you progress through the various map sections, you kind of see unique different parts of the map as the background for each level. So it's kind of like the background for each level is kind of unique, I suppose you could say. I'm sure you've got no idea what I'm talking about, though, have you, with how I often tend to waffle so much and all. But oh well, I digress. Not everyone can be a silver-tongued charmer, can they? Maybe I will eventually when I get out more and develop more people skills and whatnot, but until then, we've got to make do, haven't we? Nice, that was went easily as well, so not good we'll get a big huge score and I'll come first on this one as well, maybe. Oh yeah, never came first on the last one, oh no. I'll have to look when I watch the video backward, yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. On to 108 now. So I'm third on this one. So let's see if I can get to first now. It's strange with these power-ups that I randomly get on the spin wheel each day. Strange how I've only ended up with 5 paintbrushes and yet so many of these. And if you watched all of my videos so far, you'll know that I haven't used any of these and with any of the levels I've done thus far. So yeah, there's yeah, so you know that I'm playing with pure skill, no matter what any vindictive people might say. Listen to me with how paranoid I'm sounding. I'm starting to sound like those I'm starting to sound like the good-looking women you get on Facebook who are always adamant that they're being followed or stalked or that they've got spies on their pages spreading malicious dirt about them and whatnot. It's all quite laughable, I think, really. Actually, it seems to be shaping up to be quite challenging this level. I've only got 10 minutes there, but it doesn't matter, I've done it now, yeah. Typical of me to start panicking, isn't it? Yeah. Hopefully I'll be first on this one as well. Yeah, that was a great performance as well. And so now let's go on to level 109. It seems in this level we've got to get cute toys to the bottom of the screen again. Given the difficulty that I've had in some of my previous videos on earlier levels, I must say I'm quite pleased at how this is going quite swimmingly at the moment. Oh, things can always change, can't they? Mustn't think like that, though. Can't afford to think negatively in life sometimes. I mean, some people say that the technique, the way to master the secret in life is to put all thoughts of failure and inaptitude out of your mind. But personally, I have my worries that by trusting a gimmicky kind of a thing like the secret, I have my worries that it might actually be kind of I don't know, possibly leading people there almost away from God, and like by believing in the universe to bring things to you as opposed to God doing it and whatnot. But that's probably too much of a deep subject to be going into, and people like me with OCD probably shouldn't be talking about such deep and potentially scary things like that. Yeah, I'm always worried that things that I say in life might someday come back to bite me in the rear end when the time comes to be judged in the afterlife. So, as you can imagine, that makes me very paranoid sometimes. Let's hope this goes better than last time when I failed. After all, you don't get very many moves on this level, so naturally that makes it quite hard. And I've still got a lot of two colours to match here on this fan blade, haven't I? So there's another thing that complicates matters. And even now we need to get rid of these two bricks at the bottom as well. Seems like a lot to do for such a limited amount of moves, I think. But then again, I probably just need to stop whining, don't I? And get on with the task at hand. And isn't it typical that propeller's shooting across rather than downwards, so it means I've failed a level once more. Probably just needed to plan it better at the end with my limited amount of moves and all. Still no use crying over spilt milk, is there? It's always a good thing to be able to target lots of bricks with big colour combinations, and wasn't that spectacular getting rid of both fans at the same time, just like I did. Yes, and how things are looking promising, if I do say so myself. Sometimes it can be hard though getting the power-ups in the places where you need them to be. This should be good, hopefully. Would have thought that brick should have been hit twice by the TNT boxes though. I almost feel cheated. Never mind, I'll have finished the level well. I wonder if I'll be first on this one with how I didn't really do so well, I don't think. Ah, but it was close though. So now I'm with level 110. Yeah, 110. So where am I on this one, I wonder? 10th. Not too great. Okay, let's go. Should be simple enough with all the bubbles to get rid of and whatnot. Come on. By the way, I had a really interesting dream the other day. The dream that I had involved being at high school, and at a guess from what I remember about the dream, I'd say I was probably in my 4th year or so, and but there was a very kind of final feeling to it, like maybe I didn't have very long left, like maybe my days they were coming to a close or something, which was strange considering there was at least 1 year of all the students left remaining. But yeah, I was kind of somewhat deep within the campus of the place, uh, kind of close to where my first farm room was, and I seemed to be making my way to the front of the campus, like maybe I was exiting the place or something, and and as I kind of got towards the sixth form part of the place, which is kind of close to the front, to the one of the front exits. I noticed these students in green uniforms, which seems strange, really, because we didn't wear green uniforms at the high school, and but I just assumed maybe they were students from another school on a visit or something. I mean, that never actually happened while I was there, but strange things can happen in life, can't they? So I kind of just shrugged my shoulders and moved on. But when I got closer to one of the front exits, suddenly my vision got all black and white, and there seemed to be a kind of maybe a ceiling above my head, even though the area, I mean, it still felt kind of outdoors, but suddenly there seemed to be a kind of ceiling, a sort of ceiling above my head, like I was in a big outdoor gazebo or something, and it wasn't like that in real life. And as I was saying, my vision went all black and white, and I saw loads of kids who I didn't know or I'd never seen before. And somehow in my head, I put it together and realized that what I was seeing was children and students from different decades that had gone to the school somehow. Like I was kind of experiencing a sort of fracture in time or something. It was all very interesting and kind of surreal, I suppose you could say. But anyway, I haven't really been talking much about the levels I've been playing ever, like this one, which I didn't really remember very well, but it was quite simple. And speaking of the levels, I haven't said this. I've been meaning to say it for a while, but it seems familiar to me that the first times I played through all these levels, it seemed familiar to me that sometimes I'd get levels which would actually be time challenges where you would have to accomplish the goals of the level within a certain amount of time, like say a minute or so. And I haven't noticed any of those thus far, so I'm starting to wonder if the levels have somehow been changed because people maybe didn't like those speed challenge levels or something, or if maybe if I'm just remembering a different game, somehow I'm mistakenly thinking it was this game that had the speed challenges in it. So it's all very strange and unpredictable life sometimes, isn't it? And sometimes when I get levels which don't really seem very familiar to me, like I haven't done them before, maybe I start wondering if maybe these are the levels that maybe have replaced the speed challenges that maybe used to be in the game before. I don't know, maybe the levels changed or something. No idea, really. Oh, my throat isn't so good today, is it? Speaking of things not being so good, my the level doesn't seem to be going so well for me, does it? Oh well, as always, next time. Let's try again. Yeah, getting the toys to the bottom of the screen. It is a bit of an awkward design, though, isn't it, with the toys all at the sides here, meaning that probably the only way to get them to the bottom by destroying these piggy banks is to shoot them with power-ups and whatnot, or hit them with other kinds of power-ups, other kinds of power-up combinations, maybe. Oh well. I was probably just unlucky last time, and things will hopefully go much better this time. That's much better, isn't it? Two Rubik's Cubes together. And once again I win. Whoa, 22 minutes already. Time seems to literally zoom by sometimes, doesn't it? That was definitely 112, wasn't it? I think, yeah. So I pass another of my friends. Yeah, and another thing that makes me worry sometimes that maybe the videos won't be picking up my voice very well is the fact that with me playing this wearing headphones and all, sometimes when the celebratory music and whatnot plays, or the celebratory sound effects or whatever play when I finish levels, sometimes it sounds like it drowns out my voice, as I have trouble hearing my voice when it's happening with how the sound is provided by the headphones and all. So it's going directly into my ears and all. Or maybe it's just a case of me mumbling, like I said, and maybe I should just learn how to talk more clearly or something, but then again I'd hate to be overbearing and annoying with my speech as well. I don't know why I think my score there is 31-4, must be because it's my score. The score I got here was nothing compared to my score on that first occasion that I played the level. Anyway, on to 114 now. Yes, I'm progressing nicely, aren't I? But this looks like it could be a bit of a complicated one. At least we got a lot of moves, though. So I've got to get rid of all the piggy banks and the beach balls. I hope that shaking my leg isn't going to interfere with the video quality and cause any lag or make my voice less audible, maybe either. Yes, I do stress a lot, don't I? It's just, I guess I'm the kind of person who's used to some things going wrong all the time. Guess that was one of the reasons why for a long time in life I never really had confidence in myself to succeed with things, which is why I probably became such a procrastinator in the end, always putting things off due to my lack of confidence in myself, and that's probably what led to people always thinking of me as being lazy and whatnot, when maybe really it was just a case of me not having the confidence in myself that I needed. It's a shame, but what can you do, really? I suppose part of the problem stemmed from the fact that I didn't really realise that my laziness came from not having confidence in myself, really. I suppose I just didn't really give it enough thought, maybe. After all, back in those times, I didn't really think of myself as being very intelligent either. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be going very well this level, does it? Sometimes it just isn't very generous with giving you the colours that you need at all, sadly. Oh, well, at least I'm finally making a bit of a dent in them now, I suppose. But that last little comeback wasn't anywhere near enough, was it? Maybe things will work out better in my favour this time. Yeah, it seemed like such a lot of moves at the start, those 65 out wherever I had, didn't they? But as is the nature of this game, they can soon all run out, pretty much just at the snap of a finger almost. And then you're left scratching your head wondering what happened, pretty much. Wondering how you could fail so badly. I suppose what makes it hard at times is when the colours you're manipulating are all close to the top of the screen, meaning you've pretty much got to guess what's coming next sometimes, and yeah, that makes things hard as well at times. If only we could get that purple box roller and then make a really powerful power out of these. Still, I guess this is better than nothing, what we have here. Nice. Now we'll be able to get rid of this entire side here. Yeah, It's only 3 piggy banks to go now. I was starting to get the unpleasant feeling that maybe this video was going to come to a close early. Of course, it might still do if I don't buck up. But no, I'm gonna do it now, probably, after all. Just better make sure there's more green boxes in the vicinity, so that actually, no, let's try it now. Still didn't manage it. Yeah, it might be time to start panicking now. But no, I've done it. There's a relief. Okay, 31 minutes have gone by now, depending on how many levels I need to get done. Well, he got a huge score now, didn't he? Yeah, depending on how many more levels I need to do. Yeah, I think I'll do level 115. I'll try and do a level 115, and then if I fail, the video will be over, and if I succeed, it'll be over as well. 12 here behind my mum, just behind my mum here. So let's see if we can get first on this one. After the rather shaky performance before. And doesn't that make you sad? All those 3 toys and cages there, all looking so good and sad. Honestly, it makes you wonder what they could have done, doesn't it? Doesn't give you very many moves this level, does it? It's a really finally got a combination of power-ups. No house to double check though. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a risk here, it seems. In fact, it seems like I won't do it because of how there's no red boxes here, so I might not be able to get this toy down. Yeah, probably won't do it. Oh wow, it's fun while it lasted. Yeah, so that's the end of the video, folks. I'll see you all next time. Let me just deal with my OCD. Goodbye, everyone.